Hi, this is Jared from the Broken Seal, and today we're looking at Dune Imperium. It's the new released game from Direwolf and Legendary Studios to kind of, coincide with the movie coming out soon, which I know there's a lot of scuffle about due to the fact that they said they're going to release it on HBO Max, but then the movie theaters got pissed, saying that they were going to be losing out on money, and then cut to now I think they're releasing in both. I can't remember for sure, but nonetheless, we have the board game here. I actually never saw Dune and never read any of the books, but my wife has read the books and saw the movie, loves it. I've heard really good things about the game, so figured why not, and then we could see if the game sparks enough interest in me that I want to go ahead and read the books or something like that. Maybe watch the movie, we'll see. Yeah, let's dig in. So right off the bat, some really nice art. And I do know that they have a upgrade kit that's coming out that I already have pre-ordered that comes with some miniatures and quality of life improvements for the game, as well as sleeves. So this art was the one that I pre-ordered. There were two different options. I think this was the other option, but it just looked real cool. So, and I know that there's a single player mode for this. That's what I'm going to be going to after this, because I was excited to play. And then later on we'll do, at the very least, a two-player game, which apparently uses the same rules. So or at least similar rules, I should say. So our components, these are cardboard, nothing flashy. This is our board. I do like that the board had these little foam things pushed around it, so that way it couldn't get jostled around before you get it home. So looking at the board, I do like how it's mostly big enough to fit, on a standard size table. I've been playing a lot of Tidal Blades, which we had on the channel before, and Tidal Blades takes up so much space that, if you don't have a gaming table, or at the very least a large table that you play games on, you're going to run out of space really quick, and things are going to get hard to, manage. For recording purposes, Tidal Blades is horrible because you have to try and jam pack everything in one place, but when I'm not recording, I can have Tidal Blades spread out and it's just fine. But this is good because it's pretty much just this, and I know that the characters, or each player rather, has other stuff to do off table, but still, this is a good size. I'm pretty sure it's single-sided. Yeah, so single-side board, really cool artwork on there. I'm pretty sure this is like the war or the fighting area, combat area, we could say, and I think this marks or tracks points. So bring the box back into play. So these are the different characters that you can be. And I really like that they have, well, that's a little unfortunate. Apparently this one ripped. So this would have been here. So it's not the end of the world, but it is unfortunate. But I was actually just going to say I appreciate that they gave you enough space to organize everything in the actual box without having to go for an insert or some other secondary market means of organizing. So let's start looking at some of these cards. So the cards feel good. They don't feel, you know, thin and papery. I do like the backs of them too. So these are all Intrigue cards. So we have conflict cards. And then some Intrigue cards. Yeah, even though they're the smaller ones, it's very easy to read, you know, what's on the back as well as what's on the front. We have some hexagonal, or no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, hexagonal pieces. Nope. Hey Google, what's the word for a six-sided object? So I was right, hexagon. So, checking in with Google, these are wow, hexagonal pieces. There's smaller ones and larger ones. I imagine this might be spice or something. Just based off of the color of it. But they're wooden. Then we have what I can only imagine is water, based off of the shape of it. And maybe a turn tracker or something. Again, wooden. And then we have player cubes. I assume, considering that there's 4 of them, and this is a 4-player game, and there's 4 different colors. And some generic gray discs. Not sure what those are for. Just off of, you know, first blush. But they are wooden as well. And then the always appreciated extra bags for some organization of your own. And then the bulk of our game. The cards, since this is a deck building game, so this is where the majority of everything is going to happen. Obviously, there'll be things that happen on the board that will modify things, but the decks are going to be where most things take place. It also is really nice, so the art on the back is cool. Kind of gives you, you know, the feeling of being on this desolate planet. Yeah, how ironic, the desolate planet, and then we pulled Dune the Desert Planet as the first card to look over. Yeah, this is made by Direwolf, who also makes Clink. So they know their deck building pretty well. I also have to imagine that these are the resources that you build up as you play cards to be able to buy more cards. I don't see an easy way to, you know, note how much a card costs to when you go to purchase it for wherever. Oh, well, there you go. So this might be like a starting hand then, since there's a set of them. But we'll see as we actually get into it. And then we've got House Hagel. So I like the artwork is... It's simple enough so you can get the point across, but at the same time, that doesn't mean it's like too basic. Like some of them, you know, there's not a lot going on them, but at the same time, they're not just like plain and boring looking that much. It could look, I guess, a little more detailed or involved, but I, at the moment, don't have an issue with it. We'll see, once we actually go to play it, how I might feel about the artwork. But like I said, I have the upgrade kit pre-ordered, so I know it won't replace the artwork in the cards, but it'll come with it'll come with Alliance token miniatures, 12 agent miniatures with base rings, 1 Mentat miniature, 48 troop miniatures, 1 first player coin, and card and component trays. So yeah, it won't replace any of the artwork or anything like that, but more quality of life improvements. And that's everything. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.